Hello everyone, good evening, Rose here. Tonight I'm reacting to Foodie's live stream called Singing and Driving. So I gotta be very careful with this particular live stream as far as reacting to it, because through about 3/4 of her live stream, she's in her car driving and she's playing copyrighted music. So I went to the live and I made sure to write down timestamps of anything of note, and also moments in the video where there was no music playing, so YouTube would not have a problem with me. So I've got 3 points of note during the entire video, and I'm going to be going over those points and also going to the comments section. So before we get into reacting to the video and the comments, let me just tell you what occurred in the video that I cannot show a video reaction to, because you know it's stuff that Foodie's talking about, but she's playing music, so I can't play the video portion. So Foodie did a community post earlier today and she says, "I think I'm gay." And then in her live stream she talks about she thinks she's gay, and she says she doesn't like seeing a man's private parts in adult videos. Here's what I find interesting about that. Foodie, I remember the whole thing that happened with Omegle. You were on Omegle, you were dressed inappropriately for being on Omegle, and you came across a young man who showed his private parts and was playing with his private parts. And then even after you turned off his video, you were talking in length about that young man's private parts. So I don't think that you're gay. You could be bi, but not gay. And what's also interesting is that you said you don't like watching adult videos and you don't like seeing a man's private parts, and yet that night when you were on Omegle and a young man showed you his private parts, you couldn't stop talking about it. So a regular adult video with a guy that is definitely of age, don't like seeing his private parts, but what you're gonna go on Omegle and talk endlessly about the size of a young man's private parts? I just, it just seems kind of weird to me. For someone who says they don't like seeing a man's private parts, you were gushing about this young man's private parts endlessly that night. That I do remember. Okay, so I got to the part in the video where she's talking about Montreal and apartments. So let me go ahead and just play that. Oh, I forgot to share the screen. I'm sorry. I just woke up from a nap. I was exhausted. Oops, my bad. All right. Let's get to, y'all.
You want to go check out the guy? You guys, I'm delusional. Here was my thinking about the apartment. Okay, I'm just going to put this to rest. I am getting a chunk of money on payday. I make enough money that I should have a life to show for it. So you know what? Hey, what Indian guy?
And she's sister, and she says she's gay. A guy just walked past her window and she's thirsty. Somebody get her a glass of water. She's thirsty. She's not thirsty, she's dehydrated. A guy walked past the window and, oh, look at him. Girl, if you're having that kind of reaction to a man, you're definitely not gay. You're just not. No. Scoping up the guys from your window like a big old creeper. You're not gay.
Hi. So, dude, look at this friggin' bike. Umbrella Corporation. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
Okay. That is a cool bike. And I know that logo that's on the bike, the Umbrella Corporation, that's from Resident Evil. So that is a pretty cool idea.
Okay. So, my dream was to, look, I seen Matter's video of Mount Royal area, and I started researching Mount Royal area. Somebody was like, you know, rent's really cheap there. I want to tell this guy, nice bike, man. Resident Evil fan.
She just wanted a reason to talk to a dude, and she wanted to do it on camera in front of Natter. That's why she did that.
So anyways, yeah, so no, bueno, here's the thing. No, not in Lachine, because Lachine, there's Lachine, and then there's downtown Montreal, there's Mount Royal area. So I was looking at, like, there's like nice places downtown Montreal, like it's really cheap. I spend a lot on hotels. I'm not thinking just for Natter. I'm thinking of like, because somewhere like,
oh, y'all catch that? She said, I'm not thinking just for Natter. So you're not getting a place for yourself, you're getting a place for him. You're thinking of the two of you. Yeah, there we go. I'm not thinking just for Natter, I'm thinking of myself too. You know, that points in the direction of thinking of herself as a couple with him, and she'll never be a couple with Natter. It'll just be a little bachelor pad for him that she can visit sometimes, but he'll be away from Dee Dee.
like I was starting to talk to a lot of different.
And by the way, I've heard that Montreal's a very expensive area, and a lot of that is city. That means you have to be around people, Chantal. You might have to do some walking, Chantal. You ready for that? Miss, I got anxiety. I can't be around anybody. Yeah, but a person who says they have anxiety, especially social anxiety, you want to go to a part of Canada where you're going to be around a lot of people, and you got to do a lot of walking around a lot of people. So isn't that weird? Foodie's over here saying I got social anxiety to the point where she play acts, you know, being scared to get out of her car, and she has to go to the park and park far away from everybody and wait till the park is deserted before she can even get out of her car. How much anxiety do you have, really? I think that's horrible, because a lot of people in the world suffer from real anxiety to the point where it cripples them in a way. They can't leave the house. They can't do certain things. And here you are play acting and having it for the sake of just having one more thing about yourself to make yourself a victim.
People in Montreal, and I just pictured like waking up, like the pictures I saw of the apartments, they have like, you know, like those old style Montreal apartments downtown, and they have like those like Juliet kind of like patios and like a little studio, and so just like drinking coffee and like, hey guys, like doing vlogs there and being like, you know.
It's interesting choice of words. It's a Juliet type of apartment. So what? She's looking at Natter as Romeo, and she's going to stand on her balcony and say, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Really, Chantal? You're going to describe the apartment as being a Romeo Juliet type of apartment, and you're talking about, oh, you're going to go out on your balcony and drink coffee? The villa has a balcony. How often do you go on the balcony with your cats? Do you spend any time there? No. And you're in Ottawa, and there's hardly anybody around that would give you anxiety. So how in the world are you going to go out on your balcony in a city area with lots of people around that are going to see you? Talking about a balcony area. Girl, you won't use it. You won't use it. You don't even use the one you got now. The only thing that balcony is used for is to store bags of trash, so they're not in the house stinking.
Hey, this is like my other place, blah 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 kind of thing. I don't know, I was just daydreaming, all right? But it's, you know, do you know how much hotel rooms are?
Yeah, and that's exactly why she wants to look for a place for Natter, because hotel rooms are very, very expensive. Like the Nights Inn motel that she had him in for one night, if she got a month for Natter at that place, it would be much more than the rent she's paying for the villa. That'd be well over $2,000. So that's why she wants to get an apartment. She's like, screw it. If I'm gonna get him away from Dee Dee and have like a little love nest, I might as well make it cheaper because motels are very expensive. She's looking for the cheaper option. So by getting him a place of his own, she'd get him away from Dee Dee, which will make her extremely happy. She can say he's mine, and she's paying less money.
I think God wants me to get a motorcycle. I think you're right. I gotta go get my food. Why spend money on something you don't need?
Right.
That's what I mean. So this money I'm getting, I want to use it to like catch up on my taxes and like save money and like I have goals. Like I want to have a house. I want to travel. So but then a part of me also wants love and romance and a family and stuff. And then a part of me wants to be.
I'm not being cruel saying what I'm about to say. Chantal, you had a hysterectomy. You don't have the ability to have children anymore. Ever since that operation, you cannot have children. And considering your lifestyle and the fact that you are irresponsible to the point where you don't even take care of your cats, you would not be a good parent. You don't know how to take care of yourself, and you don't know how to take care of the things that you're responsible for. Your life is in shambles. Children are a full-time responsibility. They are a lifetime responsibility. I tip my hat to anyone who is a parent of a human child or say a pet, because it's once you take on that responsibility, it's yours for life. And you must provide. You should provide. In the case of human children, they'll take everything you got and more. And I don't mean that in a greedy way. I mean that it's you get this little life. It depends entirely on you, and they need everything. And they can't get it on their own. You have to give it to them. You're not that responsible. You are not that person that you would step up and be a good parent. And you would not be a good parent even if you adopted. You're a selfish, spoiled, entitled, narcissistic, self-absorbed brat. You are not parent material. Not even close. So you might want to just forget about having a family. Not going to happen. No adoption agency will give you a child, and you can't have one on your own. So unless you got with somebody that they already had children, maybe you could be a stepmother, but even then you'd suck at that too. You really would. You would suck at that. You need to get your life together in every way. But that's entirely up to you. I'm just a reactor. I'm reacting to the content that you put out there. But I've seen enough of you to know who you are and what you are. You have all these different plans. You dream out loud, but the dreams never go anywhere. You don't make any life changes. You don't make any good choices. You keep making bad choices. And your life is miserable as a result. And because of that, nobody has any kind of hope for you. Everybody crosses their fingers for you, but nobody has any real faith in you. The way you behaved, people have little faith in you. The ones that have little faith are the ones that are brand new to your channel. Everybody else has been watching you for a while. We got no faith. We got no trust. We know you're not honest. We know you're a person of inaction. We got nothing for you. And even worse, you got nothing for yourself. So keep dreaming though, because that's all you can do is dream. Dreaming is free. That's why you do it. It's free. It requires no effort. But taking a dream and making it a reality, that requires work and effort.
Be like a friggin' like full on friggin' like stud. Like I want to kind of be a stud and take a work girl out on a date and smell nice. I live in Montreal. Trust me, Montreal people are particularly hostile at overweight women. You don't want to be here alone. What? Oh, thanks, Fedora Chick. I forgot. Hey, how you doing, by the way? Anyways, Fedora Chick, you know what? You know what I'm going to do to those hostile people? I'm going to show you what I'm going to say right now. Watch. Can you see here? Yeah, okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, manger mes fesses, mon ami.
Okay, so that's enough of that. Let's move on to the next timestamp where she's actually at the outhouse. Y'all remember the outhouse, right? The famous outhouse. The one that everybody is speculating that there's something weird about the outhouse. Everybody's looking at it as a drop-off point, like she's picking up some chemicals from that spot because she's always driving there. Like, what's the attraction of an outhouse? It's just an outside toilet. But yet Foodie goes there a lot and she seems to enjoy going there. So there must be something connected to this outhouse that she enjoys.
I'm just going to go pee. Bronski beat.
Yeah, so what's the big deal about an outhouse in the middle of nowhere? Yet Foodie likes to use these.
Look at this. Built in collaboration with. This is a hell of an outhouse. See, you get somewhere to put your stuff here. I'm not going to actually go. I'm not going to actually touch that. But yeah, this is that.
So why would she drive all the way to an outhouse if she doesn't have to, use the facilities? There must be another reason.
I do not consent. This is like a permanent outhouse. It's like a cozy outhouse. Actually, this is a good place to go for a walk because if you see here, there's like a nice path, and then there's the outhouse. Should be the shit exhaust. You don't have to worry about the fumes blowing up.
Okay, guys, I got to cut it off there because she gets back in the car and she starts playing the music again. So we're going to go past all this crap here. And I'm just going to freeze frame for a second. Look, there's Foodie in her kitchen. She took her shirt off and she's got her bra on. And Foodie's wondering, despite the fact that she's got a channel with 90K subscribers, why she doesn't have sponsors, why nobody will sponsor her, why sponsors are not reaching out to her. There's your answer right there, Foodie. There you go. There's the Foodie Beauty brand right there. That's what you're putting out to the world. That's a representation of you. Sitting in your dirty kitchen, half naked, high, eating paneer yet again. That's your brand. That's what you're expecting companies to get behind. You think any good company is going to want to work with you when you come on camera doing this crap? Smaller channels have sponsorships. Why don't you? It's because they're likable. They're marketable. They put out a good image that a company is okay with. This right here ain't getting it done. I don't know why you insist on coming on camera half naked, especially as someone that you claim that you've been SA'd, dear. I can't think of anybody that I know that has been through that will come on camera showing themselves in this way. I really can't. You have anxiety, allegedly. You've been SA'd, allegedly. Yet you're going to come on camera half naked. It doesn't bother you. You're not nervous. Really? Yeah, keep on lying, girl. Keep on lying. Keep on with those lies. Anything to make a buck, right, Chantal?
Plus at all. Anyone else? Ah, okay. So this one fits with this one, I'm guessing. I have pliers. I can just use. I wonder if I can ask someone to fix it for me. Like a jeweler. Hi, can you fix my $10? So plans have canceled with the guy, yeah. For now, I'm not ready to meet a guy today. I have to do stuff in my room all night. I need to know what leads up to you. Do the Bronski beat, but turn away, run away, turn away, run away.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a second to be kind of catty. I'm going to make a thumbnail. That's going to be the thumbnail. Yes, I'm petty like that. What? I'm allowed to have fun. Anyway, let's go.
Turn away, run away, turn away, run away. I don't want to do a story time without like conferring with him about it first.
That's so crazy. This is her channel. And she's got to ask his permission to do anything on her channel? That's nuts. What happened to being a boss bitch? Since when do boss bitches ask permission to do things on their own channel where they are making their money? Since when? When does that occur? Hey, Chantal? You're a boss bitch, but yet you're taking orders from a crackhead that you're giving money to? I gotta ask his permission.
Can I call and ask him if I can talk about it? Until matters out of the picture, no guy stands a chance.
Well, she's not really looking for another dude. She keeps making these quote-unquote dates, but then she doesn't follow through with them. That she's stuck on Natter, y'all. I mean, she had plans to marry this guy. She got a ring, looking at dresses on Torrid. Her mind's already made up. She wants him. And as long as there's a chance with him, she's not really going to focus on anybody else. She knows he is like her last resort. Nobody else will put up with her, and that's why she's not even bothered to look.
That's not true. Should we go upstairs? Take my meds?
Sorry about this.
I need to get a routine of mailing stuff out to you guys. So that way I'll get in the habit of it. Like I want to
I'm sorry for all this partial nudity stuff.
wait, I'm gonna put this in my bag.
Somebody's saying the bra is so pretty. It's a pretty bra, but it's the wrong bra for Chantal. The band is way too tight. Looks like it's cutting off her air, and the cups are way too big. You know, she thinks she has more chest than what she has. And that bra belongs on somebody smaller. Yeah, I said it. That bra looks entirely uncomfortable.
I don't think Bizu likes me anymore since I blew him off.
Fox Mountain says, I wanna, I'm gonna, I'll do, I do, and yet here we are doing nothing. Well, that's the Chantal show. Promises, promises, but no deliveries. And yet you people on her side of the fence still insist on paying. And that's why she doesn't do anything, because she feels like there's no repercussions for making these promises and lying to y'all and scamming to y'all. because you continue to pay her no matter what she does.
Makes me feel bad because um,
Okay, I don't want to show any more of her in her bra. That's inappropriate for YouTube. Miss, I got anxiety and I've been essayed, but I can come on camera showing my naughty bits of the world without a problem. Okay. Bacon Sushi Spiders Plum Oh My says, there might have been many arcs, but the overall plot of her saga has always been a gradual degradation of a human being. Though I still need the wedding arc. So go marry the man that you truly deserve, Chantal. Chop chop. Yeah, we all want that. Go ahead, marry him, Chantal. Give us the fireworks that we've been waiting for. All we have to look forward to is when you get mad at him and you rage. But if you live with him, there'd be plenty of fireworks for everybody. Oh, they would go off in such a wonderful way. Go ahead, indulge your wildest fantasy. Be with him and see how it works out. Then you'll realize that what you wish for, sometimes when you get it, it's not what you should have. Alice Bell says, it's astounding how much this woman eats daily and how much denial she is in. Nashis, taco, and paneer again today. She claims she's no longer binge eats, but the amount of food calories she eats daily is a serious eating problem. I'm someone, I've been through the binge eating, and I'm watching her. She is an emotional eater. She's a binge eater. And whatever name she wants to give it over there, she's still eating way too much food, way too many calories. And the end result is still the same. She's getting a tremendous amount of weight very, very quickly. Very quickly. And she tries so hard to be in denial about it. That's why she insists on using the filters on her phone, because they give the appearance that she's not gained a whole lot of weight in her face. That's why she takes the scale, the bathroom scale, and tries to roll it all the way back so she can continue to think in her head, oh, I'm not gaining any weight. I don't have a problem. She wears clothes that are way too small for her because she does not want to admit that, yes, she is gaining lots and lots of weight, just living in her fantasy world. And it's going to get to a point with Chantal where reality is going to break through. BB Baby says, don't you ever tell anyone you're an influencer. You're the furthest away from being influential. Your life is a total opposite of how any human being should behave or live. You know what kind of scares me a little bit about Chantal's channel? You might have people getting on YouTube that they're thinking of starting a channel. They want to make it a big channel. And they might come to Chantal's channel and see the fact that she's got 90K subscribers. And they might say to themselves, oh, look, she's got a big channel. And look at all these people giving her money. Maybe I should act like her. Maybe I should eat all this food. I hope anyone who watches Chantal, that you apply a little common sense and you don't look at the numbers and you don't look at the super chats. You take a few steps back and you say to yourself, this person is a train wreck. They got a bad image, and this is the wrong way to act on a channel. And no amount of money in the world is worth destroying your health, destroying your reputation. But that's what scares me the most about her being on YouTube. People who just want to make it on YouTube, have a big channel, they may look at her and say, this is the way to go. It ain't the way to go. Trust me. Lonnie Blue says, you always say he's a private person and doesn't want people to see him silly, but yet he was making fun of you by wearing your clothes, underwear, and jumping on his bed. You conveniently forget that and other times. Another thing that I want to add to your comment, Lonnie Blue, if he were a private person, why would he have a YouTube channel? Why? Don't private people like kind of stay off YouTube or not talk about certain things on YouTube? This man has come on YouTube and raged at Chantal and and done all kinds of stuff. So he doesn't strike me as a private person. He strikes me as a grifter that when he's playing a game with people, he will want to keep silent things that he's doing so that he can go on playing certain people. Let's see. Melissa Wilkinson says, for what you bring to the table for a partner, you expect way too much. Hilarious. Yeah, she wants everything in a guy and she's bringing nothing. She wants an Instagram model guy with the perfect washboard stomach and big biceps and perfect teeth. Yet she's not offering those things herself. She's not offering, being a healthy female that's able to go places, do things. No guy's going to want to invest his emotions and his time in a person that they are actively in pursuit of hurting themselves, and they might pass away early as a result. No person is going to dive into a relationship with someone that anything could happen to them. Anything. She doesn't want to be single, but yet she's going to configure her life in such a way that it's guaranteed that she will be single forever, because no man's going to want to deal with all that is foodie beauty. Freedom Smith says, I love the subliminal messaging towards Natter in this video. I'm getting a big sum of money this month. I might get an apartment in Montreal. Sometimes I want to stay home, and sometimes I want to travel. So somewhere in between. Couples channel. Natter, did you catch all of her messages towards you? Guess the ball is in your court if you take the bait. Oh yeah, half the things she says in her videos, she's talking to him. She's not talking to her audience. She's talking to him. Some of the titles of her videos are for him. Some of her community posts. These two dingbats, they can't seem to understand that, maybe if you got something to say, pick up a phone, talk in private like you should. Why they continue to talk to each other through YouTube, I don't know. Why does an audience have to be witness to all this crap? Just, you want a private life, Chantal, then make it private. Talk to him on the phone. We don't need to know what you guys talk about. Say whatever it is you got to say that way. You don't have to have an audience for your relationship. And if you insist on having one, don't get mad at us for having an opinion for what you let us eavesdrop in. Let's see. Looking for another comment. Almo says, didn't she say they had to walk to the mailbox? Guess walking downstairs is considered far away. And she's talking about moving to Montreal, where it's going to be the big city and she's going to have to be around people. Lightning Marie says, you have balconies in your house, but never go outside on them? Are you actually kidding me? How sad. Yeah, she made a big to-do when she and Pete's moved in that she had to have the balcony. Had to have it. And then she hardly ever uses it. And when Pete's had Timbit, his cat, if she was any kind of a animal lover, what she should have done was give him that room so at least Timbit could have gone out on the balcony, gotten some fresh air, listened to the birds, lay in the sun, because cats love to do that. They love to lay in warm places. They like warmth. Even though Timbit never left Pete's bedroom, if Chantal's bedroom had been his bedroom, Timbit could have at least had the benefit of smelling the fresh air outside. Like I said, listening to the birds, watching them play around the trees. But no, selfish Chantal took that room and then never used the freaking balcony. Too Tired to Care says, I'm going to need one of you fools to tell me what's so special about her that you send her money every month. Yeah, I want to know that too. Uh, Andrea says it's probably just to take off sane people off this point, but I'd love to know too. Carolina replies to that, and knowing she uses the money to support El Scammy. She said in RSN's live that he is financially dependent on her. Gross. Yeah, it is gross. A grown-ass man depending on a woman to take care of him. Gross. Jack Douglas says, I can't believe you have people still paying you. You admitted to them that you lied about the domestic hurt. Why do they think that's normal and okay? Because they're as effed up as she is. That's why. They're a whole messed up bunch. And they're a bunch of rejects. And so they cling to Chantal because they need a ringleader. Jessica says, you need to see a doctor. Oops, sorry. You need to see a doctor. You need to have your levels checked. You still have diabetes. There's no way you cured it. You need to have your blood clots checked. You need to take care of your one body that you got. If you don't, it'll be too late. Seriously, Foodie. She doesn't care though, Jessica. She does not care, ma'am. Do you know how many people over the years have tried to give her advice? Listen, she doesn't care and she's not going to listen. She's not ready to listen. Trust me on this. She has got to make that turning the corner moment where she's ready to listen. Until she reaches that point, anything that you or anybody else has to say is going to go one ear and out the other. Laura Land says, yes, you do have shame because you act awkward, timid, and insecure when surrounded by others in public. You only act boldly online because, as you have said many times, you don't think of your online audience as real people. Well, they are real, and you humiliate yourself daily in front of them. And because she doesn't think of her audience as real people, she is free to abuse them verbally and intimidate them. Ooh, I love this comment, Helen. Good catch. Helen says, so you had to pee, but yet you didn't go, just left your car unlocked. You think if you're doing a pickup because they don't drive, it's a way of getting back in. Plus, you said the apartment is not just for homeboy. It will save you on hotels. So Dee Dee doesn't let you stay over even when you're all having a sensual session. So I guess when she drove to the outhouse, she left her car unlocked. I have to wonder if when she went to the outhouse and shut the door and she was in there for a minute, if somebody kind of snuck over and put something in her car for her. Is that why she left the car unlocked? And let's see. Oh, doggone it. Sorry, man. Lost my place. Jen says that bra is at least 5 sizes too small around the chest and the cups are too big. I said that. It does look painful. When I wear bras, if they're the least bit tight, it hurts. I don't know how she does it. Ew! Petty Mama says the spoon she found in the drawer to eat the paneer had chunks of dried old food on it. Oh, God. Ew. I'm so glad I missed that. Oh, I'm so glad I skipped past that. Oh, that would have grossed me out. Ew. Ew. Nasty. Grandma Spud says, you do realize that you're too heavy to ride a motorcycle with someone. There is a weight restriction. Plus, you couldn't hold on to the other person. Too much belly fat. Trust me. Prior to weight loss surgery, I could never get on a bike. So when I lost weight, I was finally able to ride with my ex. You've got to take your health more seriously. Us haters don't want to see you stroke out on live stream. Yeah, that is like the thing that everybody's scared of the most, that something's going to happen to her on live stream and it's going to traumatize everybody. And you're right, Grandma Spud. I've ridden on a motorcycle before. You got to be able to keep your balance. And you've got to hold on to the other person. Chantal would never be able to. She got them little short arms of hers. You know, the bike would be off balance because of the back weight on the back end. What is this? Hold on a minute. Lady D says, why isn't she getting in trouble for copyright infringement? I can tell you why, Lady D. Because when you're someone and you play a live stream and you play copyrighted music, you will get little notes from YouTube about it. And they'll say, oh, you got a copyright claim. What do you want to do? Do you want to clip out the portions or what? Because if you leave the copyrighted stuff in there, whatever money you make goes directly to the company. So yeah, Chantal's being an idiot because she's playing copyrighted stuff, and whatever money she makes off this live stream is going to go to the companies. They're going to all split it. So I guess all she's going to get is the membership signups and the super chats, and that's it. Right, and OG Beezer is going into detail about that because YouTube does not remove it. A copyright claims all the revenue she would have made on the video goes to the music companies. Most people would rather remove it altogether than pay the big companies, but she doesn't care. She can always remove it later if not lazy. Yeah, if there's a portion of your video that is copyright claimed, you can either mute it or trim that segment out. But music was playing throughout 3/4 of this live stream. Who are these people trolling her? David Wayne Phillips says, man, doggone it. I hate when that happens. David Wayne Phillips says, you're really good at singing and you're very beautiful. What drugs are you on to say that to her? And Patty's saying, you should go on America's Got Talent. You know what? I wish she would. That would be insanely amazing. Her getting on America's Got Talent. That'd be good for a laugh. All right, guys, that's it for this live stream react. Chantal's on another live. I haven't even seen it because I was busy doing this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'm going to take a peek at Chantal and what she's up to. Y'all take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.